Thank you for coming back to Reflect. I'm Tarja.
And I'm Toria.
Today we're going to discuss technology such as is there going to be new technological advances and when we see new technology. First, let's just discuss the technology we do have. Things we already have, like, that progressed over time, like cell phones. I don't know if you guys remember the big cell phones they had, like them chunky box-looking cell phones. Then it with the antenna. Yeah. And then the landlines. Now people have cell phones. Remember the flip phones? I remember we had like a flip phone or our mom had one that we used hers at the times. And they also had like little sliding cell phone. I don't know if they still have that little slide. Yeah. You slide up, see the keyboard or the little. Yeah, but they had a screen and then they had a keyboard that you type text and stuff like that. But now they got iPhones out here, Androids, and they always update each year. Though people are always talking about them iPhones, how they always gotta update their phone each year and stuff, but their old phone stopped working or something like that. Yeah, and then they also had another technological advancement was iPads, and then remember the MP3 players, like we could download illegally songs. We gonna put that in there legally songs and put it on MP3s, and then we went to iPads where they had this big old screen, and then after that, well, the most technological advancement was the internet. Remember we had AOL dial-up? You're older, you know what I'm talking about. We had dial-up. You had to have the phone with the connected to the computer or something like that. You couldn't use both at the same time. Yeah, it was like the landline. What you just said about connected. And then the other technological advancement was computers and how it went from laptops and how the smaller or bigger laptops you could have and different things that different type of brands of laptops too. And then also in virtual reality came about too, where virtual games and stuff, like they got that Cyberpunk game. I mean, that was Cyberpunk, my bad. It was what type of virtual games that we have now? Trying to think. The virtual games. Well, it's like a lot of where you had like a virtual headset and you go interact. Yeah, like people do like workouts. People do fighting, shooting games with the little virtual headset that people have now. Yeah, and I don't even remember. It just like happened. Like some of these technology, like cell phones, computers, like was there one day. Like, do anybody out there remember when you first had your computer or your first cell phone and how like it's probably some people that I heard that never didn't have a computer or a cell phone, especially 2000. Like if you was born in 2000s, like you probably never went without like a laptop or a cell phone if you have money, of course. And then, but it's funny how it's like normal. The new technology and stuff is come like normalized. It's not like, oh, wow, this thing came out, but it's like kind of blend in with whatever we already had and kind of like build on that. Yeah, that's what I was trying to see it out as. Yeah, where they just upgrade. And then things that we seen like in movies and stuff that we supposed to have today. Like remember Back to the Future, we had the flying cars. Like how come we don't have that today when it was like set in he went in the past and went in the future and we just have flying cars. Sorry you're talking, but I guess they have like Tesla now with the the electronic or what they call it, like kind of cars where it's not gas related, but and I guess that's a difference in terms of cars with the Tesla. Yeah. But we still don't have flying cars that's for like common people. So when we get in there, they got that on. They also had like on Jacksons. I mean, the Jetsons. What's that one with the Flintstones? Yeah, the Jetsons. That's what it's called. You know what I'm talking about. That where they had like the flying cars. Remember that cartoon? That was a throwback. Yeah, it was a throwback. I liked that cartoon. Me too. And then also another thing was virtual realities they showed in like a lot of shows and movies and stuff, like in the Matrix. And then also in Black Mirror, the world of simulation. The Matrix. And then that one movie that, I don't know, it was 2019, doesn't matter, but it was in Ready Player One, where it was like a dystopian future looking, and only thing you connect with people is through a video game where you basically level up and get money and all that stuff. And we supposed to have that today too. Like people gonna have access to virtual realities out here. Like you have like what I said before about games and stuff, but it'd be interesting if we could have actual virtual, like everybody in their home could have some type of virtual reality and be able to do not just people who can afford it. Like the common people, I guess. I agree with that. And then another thing is, what about the AI robots or hybrids where humans and AIs basically fused together? That kind of go back to what you were saying about the new game they got out, Cyberpunk. Yeah, that game kind of relate to that, where you have like Or Detroit Becoming Human. They had like the AIs in that game.
Oh yeah, they did have that.
Yeah, I liked that game. And then also Tomb Raider, that was like an old throwback movie, but they had AIs and the robots in that.
In the game and movie.
Yeah, and then Ex Machina, if any of you guys watched that. And then another movie was Upgrade. And in this movie, he also was like paralyzed from the waist down. And so he went to this billionaire who basically gave him a chip or something or AI in his body and was able to basically function with that AI. And in this movie, it also shows so many people got electronics imprinted in them. Like, it's kind of creepy looking if you think about it, like a robot or a chip inside your body and controlling you. And then but going back to what I was saying, like, we supposed to already had this based on these movies that we see.
They're like predicting like what we supposed to have in the future. Like, it's always like 2040 something, 2050 something. Usually when they say these technologies supposed to come out.
Yeah, but it was a old back in the day movie. I don't know if it was Disney or Nick with the Smart House. Yeah, that's all I was gonna say. Another upgrade was the home appliances. Like, we got high tech appliances, but we don't really have smart homes. Yeah, what that you was gonna say about the Smart House?
Yeah, so in Smart House, so I haven't watched this movie in a while, but the thing I do remember from the Smart House is that it had like an AI that's like basically was a part of the house.
Yeah.
And it was a woman they had as the voice, and she would like anticipate your needs, like in terms of food, what's good for your diet. She had like this one like kind of green screen looking, like you could change the background of one of the walls, and you could act like you on the beach or you in the snow, and you kind of feel the effects of that. And that was kind of one of the things I remember about the movie. I don't remember everything about the movie, but that was like some of the things that I remember from it. And speaking of the smart houses and stuff, they also had it in that show Weird City. Remember when they had that episode in Weird City where all the houses like had an AI in it? It was so cool to see that AI basically, even though he kind of went like nuts and creepy on the family, but it was cool to see how you can have AI inside your home and how it would basically upgrade your life and make it easier for you in life. And then the last technology that I want to talk about that was in movies is nanotechs. And nanotechs would be something that basically help the body heal and stuff. They had like these little data, little chip things that you could put in the body. And some good shows that basically show this is the show Travelers. And then also the movie Big Heroes. I'm guessing they had it in some of the Avenger movies also, where somebody get damaged and then they just put like nanotechs that wormish through the body and basically heal from the inside. And I think that'd be great to have today in terms of the medical in the medical field. These nanotechs could go to the specific organ or whatever like damaged in your body and repair it right on the spot. Like that'd be interesting to see of today. Now, things that I did watch, like clips that I watched on YouTube or articles I read of things that are supposed to be coming between the years 2030 and 2050, which you had mentioned before about some of this stuff supposed to be coming to 2050. And one thing was, it's called Neuralink, and I guess from Elon Musk, and he will be creating this chip where you can have implanted in your brain. It's supposed to treat like blindness, Parkinson's disease, and also be used to control apps and stuff. Oh yeah, I did hear about this. I think.
Yeah, and I think it'd be cool to have to treat incurable diseases that we have today, like cancers and things of that nature. But wouldn't they just get rid of all the researchers who, like, when people lose jobs out of that? You know what I'm saying? Like, because people who study different cancers and things of that nature, if their job is obsolete, if he create this chip that like kind of prevent that, I mean, wouldn't that be a bad thing for them? I see it on the opposite side where it'd be great for people that don't have to deal with these type of illnesses, and in terms of jobs and stuff, like maybe it'd be open up a new avenue for maybe developing the chip, or maybe these hospitals could go in different specialty dealing with blindness, because some people have to recover from it. Like, you one day have no eyesight for the rest of your life, and then you get this neural chip and your eyesight come back. Like, you're going to have rehab and things of that nature. Yeah, but I can see a lot of people, professionals, like, oh, why are we using this technology taking over my job? In terms of the medical. Yeah. I guess I can see kind of both sides of it, but what side you all out there, what side are you on? Yeah, I agree with that. Yeah. So comment down below. Yeah. And then another thing is holograms. That we have seen some holograms with Tupac and some of these artists and stuff they had, and you'll be able to, but the video I looked at was a hologram, but you were able to travel and transport
like you still in one room and you can able to have this hologram transport to the store and do other things for you.
Oh, okay,
Yeah, that'd be interesting to see. And then another thing is, it's like in kind of in shows and stuff that I've seen in the past that a mirror, which you can use the mirror to change your appearance instead of you have to turn things. Yeah,
okay.
I'm pretty sure they got apps like that where you can change your hair color and hairstyle. Yeah, I'm pretty sure they can do that. Like when they do Photoshop, basically. But what if that was just in your mirror in your bathroom? And that's for the common people who. Because, a lot of this stuff seems like it's more stuff for people who got money.
Yeah.
But if they had something like for the common people, for us. Yeah. So, and then another thing that I want to talk about that I seen was biotic prosthetics. And they say that we may have in the future, like prosthetic ears, eyes, because they have prosthetic limbs as of now. But what about you have prosthetic eyes and ears and stuff like that? That'd be great for people out there.
Another good thing for like the medical field for people.
And then another thing is biodegradable material for recycling. So we don't have this issue of pollution out there. Like we'll be able to use, they're doing that today with straws and stuff. Instead of having plastic straws, they have stuff that you could either eat the straw or,
as they say, save the turtles.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And then another thing is tech to provide more food, like modified crops, like engineered crops. Now, I don't know about the engineered crops because, they have, what's they called? Genetically made food out there. So,
I don't know if it's called GMOs.
Yeah, GMOs. Yeah, I think so. And where they
I guess it could feed more people, but is it, healthy for you if you do that? Modify some of these fruits and vegetables out here, like
I guess it create.
I don't think so.
I think it create a abundance of it for more people that's like homeless and who don't have food today. I think it would be great to reach a mass amount of people to have food. So I can see the negative side, what you just said.
Yeah.
And then, so we want to talk about the good. Let's move on to the good. Before that,
yeah, I just want to say something about the food thing. So I did see this video of this is like a 2030s or 2040s. I'm not sure if it's true or not, but they talk about how people could start like different foods you're gonna be eating in the future in terms of nutrition, and so we're gonna be eating like some type of insects and stuff like that. And I'm like, I hope our diet do not consist of any type of insect, but I did see that before. That
or little pills that you take, like it's a whole hamburger in a pill.
Yeah.
For more convenient wise,
or drinking something, and that's your whole. I guess they got smoothies and stuff, but that's not. Something more extreme than that. But okay, go. You was gonna say?
Yeah, I want to say how technology could be seen as good and bad, but I want to go say the good things about technology in the sense that I feel like if they did have like the GMOs, even though the GMO itself could be negative, if that's what we calling it, could be negative in the sense of whatever materials they put in it, but I feel like it'd be great to mass produce so much food for other people to eat. Also,
especially those who like starving in these countries who don't have access to grocery stores and what they call them food deserts.
Yeah,
that'd be great for them.
And then also help amass people with in terms of health if they have these like neural link chips or nanobites or nanotech. It'd be great to have that to help mass people. I think that'd be one good thing about technology. And then another thing is that you'll be able to see and experience things faster in terms of virtual reality or through holograms. And I think it'd be great if we had some type of technology that make our life easier, because I'm pretty sure a lot of people find it hard to live life as it is now. So something to make people days go faster and better would be great. Well, not faster, but more so better, I would say. And then the other thing is that I say that's a good thing about technology is that people would be able to live longer. If they have these nanotechs or things that help the healthcare and help feed people and have a great home, and if it was mass produced to everybody, whether you have a lot of money or not, will be cause people to live longer, which I think will be a positive.
I guess I'll say a few of the bad things that could go with technology or these advancements that we see in movies and TV shows. Is first, I'm gonna go back to the live longer thing. If a lot of people are living longer, population control. I mean, come on now, like we can't. But I guess you counted that with the
whole you were saying about the food thing. If we had like more food, but say that food is not not good for everyone. If you mass produce that certain food item or those foods, it may not be great for everyone.
Yep.
Especially their diets.
See that?
Also, people could be lazy. Like, say we had the holograms or we had these virtual realities. People just sitting at home. Remember that cartoon Wall-E?
Yeah, that movie. Yeah.
I mean, that movie, Wall-E. Like how they were just sitting there with their like, the cups of drinking some juice or whatever, and they just sitting there not doing anything.
Yeah, like, that was so funny, that movie. All the people were so big at the end.
Uh-huh.
Crazy.
And you have these big piles of like just trash just accumulating over the city and stuff. So people could become lazy. Also, AI can take over in terms of like, they replace human existence because they could do everything. People out of the jobs, we're having AIs, and you're not able to. I don't know, like, since you having coming back to the lazy thing, like, since you have these AIs, you wouldn't be able to, you don't have to do anything, honestly.
That's true.
And then, privacy. You wouldn't have no privacy if you had, like, the nanotech, because who knows they're being tracked. Like,
true.
And then, also, if you have, like, these different chips or things that could help your body improve, you will be more exposed to like people the public knowing where you at, who you is, and things like that. And then also most of these technologies for the rich. I feel like any of these new technologies come out could be for the rich instead of people who comment like us or
you guys that's watching.
Yeah, you all that's watching. Like we won't have access to all this new technology that come out, like these flying cars. I mean, we wouldn't. That's why I see like the bad things of it. Yeah, I guess it could be good and bad.
Yeah, so let us know you guys' opinion. Like, do you agree with the good things about technology, and maybe come up with some of you guys' own good things about technology, and some of the bad things you think will cause if the technology was produced today and in the future. Well, we just want to know you guys' thoughts and what kind of technology you want, and when do you think we'll see these technological advances.
Thanks for listening.
Bye.